I'm going to talk about this other shifting method of mine that I made called the hungry method. So this is a sleeping shifting method and a sunny shifting method too. So how I made this method was that I was hungry one night in my room. I was trying to think of ideas to make a new shifting method. I didn't want to get out of my bed to go to my kitchen and eat something since it was very late at night. So I felt a little bit hungry. So I decided to imagine and visualize food. I started using my senses to imagine how it smelled like and stuff. And I added affirmations. And I just thought of that you can imagine food when you're hungry as a shifting method. That's how I made this. Step 1 is do this method at night in your room while you're trying to go to sleep. And you would do this also when you're craving to eat a snack late at night. This has to be set after a few minutes or a few hours after you have already eaten something. I'm saying this so that you already have energy to do this method. I'll explain why in a bit. Step 2 is be a little bit hungry so that you start craving food naturally. Important note about this method is that don't be too hungry while you do this, and do not do this on an empty stomach when you haven't eaten anything, because you're not going to be able to focus on the method itself if you don't have any energy for this, because you're going to feel very drained. You're going to be able to think and you won't be able to concentrate. So do not starve yourself for this method. Do not do this when you have zero food in your stomach. This is why I say that you should do this method after you have already eaten some food, so that you have energy to do this method, so you can be able to concentrate, because that is the healthier version to do this method. Step 3, think about which food from your DR that you are currently craving for at the moment that you want to eat. Step 4, now that you picked the food from your DR that you want to eat, you're going to get into very detailed depth within it in your mind. You're going to do this by using your senses to feel and connect to your DR food. Like, what does it feel like with your physical touch? What does it smell like, taste like, look like? That type of stuff as you are using your senses. Step 5, as you're using your senses, you're going to start imagining that you are eating your DR food in a short DR scenario. So it's going to be you as your DR self eating your DR food in a short second DR clip, like a short GIF video. Step 6, you're going to tell yourself affirmations and repeat them to yourself as you're imagining that DR scenario of your DR self eating your DR food. Step 7, last step, you're then going to keep repeating your whole DR scenario to yourself with affirmations in your senses. You're going to keep repeating all this to yourself over and over again until you fall asleep and wake up in your DR.